I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing.
You can hold the outside this time, Mike. Oh, Sabansky binned it. No way. No way, binned. Get on the marbles, mate. Get on the marbles, pa. Oh, no, 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 no. My throttle stuck. Oh, my God. Throttle stuck. It's over. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, there's no way, bro. Bro, I swear to God, this can't be happening to me, bro.
Throw a punch at me, Cryptic. See if I can dodge it. Just my dodging skills, innit?
Lads, welcome inside. What's cracking, lads? Listen, we're gonna be doing some practice for the 8 hour. I thought it was a 9 hour, but it's an 8 hour. So we're gonna be doing some practice for that. I'm just setting up the lobby right now. And I'll let you guys know what the password and stuff is. So let me just set that up. How is everyone doing though? What's been going down this week? What car am I even gonna choose today, bro? Actually, I forgot to put my chat on. I forgot to put my chat on, lads. Good, yeah, Alan, man, you can join, bro. The more the merrier. I put a password on it so we don't get any crazies jumping in and just doing the most. So I'll do that. Let me just put my chat on so I can see it in OBS. Lovely jubbly. Right. Let me just make sure a few people get the early so they can definitely get in. Right. What car do we take? What car do we take for today, man? Not sure what car we're gonna take. Yo, Prentice, I messaged you the lobby and the password and that. Nice, nice, nice. Yo, Pooch, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Right, let's see if this lobby's even here yet. Sometimes it takes a little while. Let me refresh the list. And if it's up, then I will drop the password in that. Sometimes I change the name of the lobby and it still doesn't even change, bro. It's weird. Let's see if it's up yet first. There's quite a lot of lobbies for people practicing Bahrain. I can't even lie. Yes, it's up. It is up. Right, lads. Right. The lobby's there. TMG 8-hour practice. And the password is MTR, bro. Yo, Taylor, how you doing, bro? Password is MTR. I'm going to put it in the chat in a way. I'm going to put the whole thing in the chat. Let me just pin it in the chat. Right. And hopefully you guys should be able to get in. Boom. Okay. We should be good. Right. What car am I joining? Yeah, I've put the lobby in that out now, innit? So first come, first serve, that it. Only 20 spaces. Yeah. Alright. What you practicing then?
I'll probably go Aston.
I was gonna go Aston.
Corvette. Yeah, one of those two.
Should I take, bro? I was doing McLaren last time, innit?
Yeah, McLaren's kind of cooked.
It was hard work, I can't lie.
Yeah. There's not much you can do.
Should I try Porsche then?
Porsche could be good, yeah.
I might try Porsche then.
Give that a try.
Yeah. All right. Get me in there. Right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
All right, lads. Looks like we're going to try some Porsche. I was going to try the BMW, but I know it's going to be good. But we might as well do some setup work in the old Porsche Rooney. See if we can get anything going. Remember, you should be able to find the lobby was on like page 6 or something, bro. I don't even know. So it might be a little bit to find it, but just keep going. Lobby is called TMG 8-hour practice. So you should be able to find it. Just, there you go. Is one of you not in already? No, I fixed it, bro. I fixed it. Appreciate it. I thought it was 9 hours, I thought it was a 9-hour, but it's not. All right, GMD. Right. What am I doing with the TC? Actually, do you know what? I've got a setup. I'm gonna use the interlagos cell. Which one did I try before? Version 3. I had one that was sketchy but fast, bro. Is it this one? Okay, that was 545. How much wing? Yeah, I think it was this. I think it was this one. All right. Trap temps are a little hot, so we keep this open. Max out the fuel. I think that's correct, maybe. Bro, I actually thought, bro, it's a 9 hour. Yo, Desmond, how you doing, bro? If any of you guys want to jump on, it should be in the chat, the name of the lobby and the password, so should be all good to jump in, lads. It is the endurance practice. I don't know how many people are doing the endurance race, so, but it's endurance practice, so just do some laps. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try. I've never driven a Porsche around here. Only the GTE.
Logging enabled.
So this should be fun. I wouldn't. This is. I don't think this is a Porsche type of track, but I don't matter the speed, brother. It's practice. Practice is how you get quicker. Oh, your missus just had twins. Congratulations, bro. Twins actually run in my family a lot. How old are your little ones, man? Oh shit. Cold tires. One day, damn. Oh, congrats, bro. Bro, I know how tough it is with just one when they're newborn. Bro, I remember driving back from the hospital, bro. My feet were shaking on the pedals, I'm telling you. Bro. What, turn? Damn. Yeah, man. It's fun though. What is that? Is that your first two? Oh my god. No. Damn it. Okay. Alright, let me just wait for the tires to warm up because this is definitely gonna be a little sketchy, I think. Okay. First two, boy. First two when you got twins, hey, blessed. What I've learned is definitely beneficial to have your kids closer together. I think all of my kids have got like a 6-year gap. Or 6 to 7 year gap. No, I don't know what we're gonna use, you know. We'll probably use whatever everyone's good at driving. I don't know if most people are probably not gonna want to use the Porsche, but I'll try and make a setup in it just for the sake of it. We'll probably go BMW or Aston or Lexus, I think. But I do like the Porsche. Oh shit. I like the rotation on this car, but yeah, this setup is from Interlagos, so I don't think it's gonna work around here. Yeah, that corner's sketchy as hell. A lot of rotation. Try some different TC settings.
Lap 204.22.
We broke very early. Oh, shit, yeah. We're not getting away with low wing, brother. we're not getting away with low wing.
Log building finished.
Right. See, this track is a weird track to set a car up for because you need the front end to be pointing for the tight corners in the last sector, but you need stability at the same time, bro. I definitely ain't got stability, I can tell you that much. All right. Well, dampers ain't done, nothing's really done, so let's see. Let's just definitely need more wing. Got Silverstone set up. I don't know. What shall I use, mate? What shall I use? Let me try this. I made this just the other day. All right, let's go full wing again. 535 I was using. What was the... I'm gonna put this down some more. What did I have on the wing? 9.3. I'm wearing a bit more wing on the cell. No, I haven't done. Actually, it's a pretty good idea, bro. It's a pretty good idea.
Logging enabled.
I'm just bending it all over the place in this car right now. So in the McLaren, what was we doing? I think we did a 201.4 in the McLaren. When we practiced in that last time. Yeah, I think we might have to try and get a bit clever with the strategy in this race. I'm not sure how many sets of tyres we get either. So I'm sure there's going to be some double stints along the way. Okay, I think we've got a bit more stability on the rear end now. 26 total. Okay. Okay, this sounds better. I can feel it already. Of course, I missed the apex. A little understeering on the exit there. He turns. Okay, 26 total tires. Interesting. Predator's going to be absolutely flying. 9 stints, okay. I don't think we should be expecting any rain at all.
Lap 2:02.83.
This track feels awkward in the Porsche, I don't know why. Weird. The back end definitely wants to die right there, bro. But definitely, this is going to easily be quicker than the McLaren. I know that much. The McLaren, it took time to get the lap time down. Oh, that was poor. That's poor as well. Missed the damn apex, man.
Time 2:01.28.
It feels decent, but it's... Can't get my foot down on the power how I would like. Yeah, see, yeah, it's something not quite right, I feel like. Drag you in, hold on.
Log building finished.
Hold on, brother. Well, can't you get in by yourself?
No.
What the?
Yeah, I just had to reset my my PC because sort the wheel out quick.
I thought you had permissions for this, bro. What the fuck?
It should be cool though, isn't it? There we go. Well, it should be working. Yeah, it's all good now. No.
Good. Manage channel, permissions, blah blah blah. To be able to get in. I'm trying to Porsche. It feels awkward, but
Yeah.
I can tell it's already quicker than the McLaren, bro. And I'd even started to set up here. I just loaded up a Silverstone setup. But yeah, that McLaren was definitely hard work though.
Yeah. A lot of faffing about with that car, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you know what it is with the McLaren, it feels like it's got untapped potential, but you're just there trying to find the potential that just never comes, bro.
I'm joining back in now.
Yeah. Did 8 laps, used 5% of tire. Gosh. It's in a 9 hour, it's 8 hours, it's only 8. In an 8 hour, you won't have to change the brakes, will we?
No. I don't think the guys did when they did the 12-hour either, to be honest.
Okay.
You should be all good on that end.
Need to be able to get on the power just a little bit better. Try that again. What are you in Aston?
Yeah, I'm trying to the Aston. Lexus is good around here as well.
BM, to be honest, the BM was good.
BM is good, but
Yeah.
I think it's just going to kill its tires very quickly, isn't it?
We might have to
So I'm not too
try that
sure.
little. Actually, I'm gonna try that little thingy still.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what it said. What did I do just now? Actually, no, I didn't do 8 laps. It's 5 laps. It was like 1% per lap.
Aston's fairly straightforward to set up, to be honest. So let's just get some laps in.
Yeah,
Is that with full fuel? Yeah.
yeah.
That's not bad, to be honest, for the Porsche.
I hadn't even done no proper cell, but it's loaded up silver so set that I had. Yo, Connect, what's going on, bro? Join the lobby, man. I'm sure you're gonna be doing the endurance with us. We're just practicing in random cars as well. Like, you don't have to jump in the Porsche.
Oh yeah, because half the grid's in Porsche at the moment.
Like, it wasn't mandatory, you know the way. Oh, okay. Oh, no worries, Connect. Yeah, we should have, like, after 9:30, there should be like half an hour left, I think, or so, something like that.
Yeah.
Hour or so
easy.
left.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, this thing has understeer like no tomorrow.
Was it cold tires, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just need to be able to get on the power.
Locking enabled.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. If you got plenty of setup for the Porsche, you'll be good, Mike.
Understeer is fuck this.
What'd you say? Have they nerfed it after the patch? The Aston a bit.
I don't know. I wouldn't know, but I think it just needs a bit of work, to be honest. Guess with this car, you've got to let the tyres warm up a bit, innit?
Yeah. I bet you any money when it comes to race day, this race is going to be hot as hell, but
Yeah, that's why. This is probably going to be the. I don't know what it's going to be actually.
I want to see them conditions, bro. That probably determines what car you pick, innit?
Yeah. Because if it's going to be mega hot, then obviously we all know what car we're going to go in, don't we? This car's got so much on this thing.
To be honest, I haven't used the LMP2s in a while. Oh. I could just make this car safer on the power. Definitely extract more time, man. Oops. Be careful. Which what I'm gonna do, for turn 1, I'm gonna go down to 6 ABS. Might help get the car stopped better, I think. Oh shit. I think like if you play this game and you do the majority of the time you're using cars with no ABS, then you might want to set your pedals up differently. Like, I don't use the same brake force I do for GT3s as I would for like GTEs and LMP2s and that. Wait, that did not work. Turn, buddy. Okay, that corner feels better now. Okay, tire attempts to get in there. No worries, Adam, man. There's always time for you to come back if you want. Oh my God, can I brake at turn 1? Can't get the car slowed down for turn one, mate. Brendan's got the Aston flying already. Damn. Right. What we're gonna try next? We're gonna go max wing,
Log
bro.
building finished.
We're gonna go max wing and see if we can actually max out, go a little bit higher in the ride height. Some of these corners feel like the Porsche should be able to take them quicker, but we lack a little bit of stability right now. Right. Should do the dampers and that. And I don't feel like this helped at all. Maybe we need to go higher because I'm gonna crank the ride height up a little bit. Do that. Right. Am I gonna have to balance this, bro? The front end feels okay. Like, it doesn't feel like it's scraping on the ground too much. But we'll see if we maybe we'll go up one click in front right height. Yeah, man, you still got loads of time, bro. I'll be on for another. How long we got? Another 2 hours and 4 minutes, mate. Another 2 hour, 4 minutes, bro. They've been losing out a lot in the middle. And that's where I feel like we're not maximizing the car's pace. My first sector seems decent for whatever reason. Look, everyone's pretty close in the first sector, man. It's good. It's very good. All right, Mike. Well, we'll be here, man.
Logging enabled.
I'm gonna try that max downforce, see how it works out.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did I change tires?
Car feels pretty good at the moment. I mean, it just needs to change a few things.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not maximizing the corners where I would expect the Porsche to be fast, you know?
Yeah.
Last sector.
Even when I look at your sectors, it's all traction based though, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember, the Porsche GTE used to be rapid around here.
Yeah. Porsche was nice around here.
Yeah. Right, lads, let's see. That extra downforce, let's see if it's helped us. We're obviously going to be a lot slower down the straight, so we're going to lose quite a bit into turn one. Okay. Yeah, Prentice flying, bro. I don't think he's even set the car up properly yet. On the full turn. Okay, the car feels more stable. I don't know if it's quicker yet though. Still need to warm the tyres up another lap, I think.
Lap 2:02.28.
We lose a lot in the first sector with the higher wing though, man. Damn. Oh. Right, it's just practice, bro. And you gotta remember, guys like Prenta, literally esports driver, you know. Most people are gonna be quite a way off. Way easier to get on the power, but I feel like the drag that we have, it's going to be very hard to make that up. All right, let's see.
Lap 2:01.61.
So much slower down the straight, man. Yeah, that out of that corner is so much slower for some reason. God. Oh, we messed that up. Yeah, but bro, half the people were just people that probably had a bad race from split one and got demoted, you know. So, and plus there's a lot of people on split one. It's the guys that are like on all the time, every day now. So it's quite easy to get a lot of split one guys or split one speed guys in split two, man. Especially as the game gets more popular as well, you know. I said the pressure got to me. Yeah, I don't know if the max wing is good.
That climb was a 2.
I feel like it's more comfortable, but it's slow. But like I cannot get a good run out of turn one. Yeah, balance is not quite right. Yeah, I love league racing, man. Yeah, as I said, more comfortable to drive, not quicker though. Like I don't feel like the potential's there. Nah, I haven't decided which car to use, man. I'm just messing about right now. I think a lot's gonna depend on the temperatures, you know. Oh my God, my first good exit. My first good exit. All right, let me lock in for this lap. It's just not quicker. It's just not. That's a bit wide. Yeah, it's not quicker, bro. Like, I'm having to work way too hard. Way too hard to get the lap time, bro. That
Log
max wing,
building finished.
no good. Let's see what sector times Prentice put together. Super fast in the middle. Super fast in the middle. That's that. I reckon that S section, left, right. Yeah, left, right, left. We need more time in there, man. Yeah, I set the lobby up for 2 p.m. I'm not sure exactly what the temperatures are, but I can imagine it's going to be pretty hot, bro. Right, what we do know is that probably the more aggressive we go on the old suspension, the better. But that's given us the rotation. I have not done the dampers as of yet. 10.3, maybe that's the... Maybe that will help. Right. Tire wear, I feel like the tire wear is good, but something not quite right yet. Right. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Right, let's see. Let's see.
Logging enabled.
Yo. Errol, how you doing, bro? Let's see how sketchy it is now. I haven't done the dampers at all yet, so. Whoops. Cheers for the follow, bro. The thing is, what I've noticed in this game is the more sketchier you can make the car, the faster it will go, but then you have to be able to hang on to it. That's the question. Can you hang on to it? Because what you want is you want a car that's slightly oversteery, so when the tires start to wear and you start to get understeer, it still feels like a neutral balance. The last thing you want is just tons of understeer when you get tire wear, bro, because you end up so slow. I used to overcompensate when I used to use the Corvette, make the car too safe when the tires were fresh, and then once the tire wear kicked in, bro, it's slow as hell. But I'll probably take a look at Motec afterwards anyway, and have a look at what the dampers are saying. Oh, okay. Right, if I'm any faster than 1 second off my best lap time, then the setup's decent. As per usual, we missed turn one. We've already chalked the lap. Right. Hopefully the car's improved a bit. Let's try some different TC settings, man.
0.81.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Knew I was gonna do that. I keep messing up that corner, man. That's where I'm losing a lot of time, I think. That was awful. Awful. Okay, I think we can find time with this. You know the rear does slightly when I come round. I'm ready to lose my rear wings.
0.
Bahrain paddock, yeah? I done that tuck one in time. Oh, what? Track limits, get out of here. Why does that chicane feel awkward in this car? I ain't done the Bahrain paddock in time. They were just totally off track. All right, focus, focus. Tires is good. Right, let's try go to 6 ABS again for turn 1. I've messed this up. Yeah, putting the brake bars forwards. It's not working. What pedals do I use? I've got the Sim Jack Ultimates, bro.
That time was a 2.
Messed this lap up.
1.38.
It's not quite getting that slow speed rotation. My last setup, hold on, let me see if I'll try to remember actually. Am I running 2 yellows and a green, I think? I believe it's 2 yellows and a green. Now I haven't tried the Lexus, not round here. But probably likely we might end up using the Lexus for this race, so. I've messed that up, you know.
That time was a 2:01.27.
And a little quicker. I feel like with the Porsche through that section, I should be flying. And I'm not. No, I got the Sim Jack Ultimates, bro. They're pretty similar, to be honest. But my pedals, they've gone up since I got them. Okay, I lost a lot of time in the last sector last time, man. Right, interesting. So I think I don't feel like the higher downforce is the way, bro. I feel like
Log building finished.
I have to find a way for low downforce to work because it was definitely harder to drive, but the lap time just came a lot easier. Minimum is 6.3. 8 might be a stretch. It's gonna be between 8.3 and 9.3, I think, for the balance, man. Oh, you got the Simpsons too? Yeah, I've got, let me look. No, I've got 3 yellows in right now, I think. I did have 2 yellows and a green, but I've got 3 yellows in at the moment. If I keep the, I think, can't remember what the tire wear was. What was the tire wear just now? I can't remember. I feel like there's quite a lot of straights around this track. It's basically free lap time, and then when you get to the corners, you're just gonna have to manage it. That's what I feel like. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me open up Motec, bro. Just to see what my dampers are saying, and then I can just, because right now I'm literally just using the setup that I had for Silverstone, bro. Yo, Chris, how's it going, man? Yeah, Motec's free. You just have to get a decent workspace. And obviously learn how to use it correctly. Oh, god damn. Oh, I haven't set up the parameters. I remember I got a new workspace, man. Damn it. I have not set up the parameters. Bollocks. Oh, bro. This is a pain. What? Oh, let me see the parameters for the I don't know why it's not showing up, bro. My dampers are only showing the rear of the car, not the front. I've got a good one. I just need to put some stuff in. The one that I've got's got so much stuff on it, you know? So bro. Why? Damper velocity should be there, bro. What the hell? Shit. Edit undo. Edit undo. What have I done? Properties. Why is it not showing my dampers, bro, at the front? Is it because I've loaded it from a different track? Is that the issue here? You're running 3 yellows. Yeah. I'm running same 3 yellows, man. I think at first I had 2 yellows and a green. Actually, I might put this up to 98. Go back up with this. Right, we'll try this, man. Can't this, bro. Let's see. I can't remember what the green is, bro. That was ages ago.
Locking enabled.
Obviously, you lot are welcome to join the lobby if you want to practice, man. Everything's in the chat. We're just running some laps. Preparing for the 8-hour. Now, we're not definitely even in the Porsche, but I thought I'll just do some laps in it. Understeer. With the sim jacks, I got a blue, a red, and no, blue, yellow, and green, I think. I think the blues are the hardest on my pedals. Okay, it feels way faster through that corner. Yeah, on the sim jack says there's 3 different strengths, so. Yeah. No, it's funny. I've actually got the P1000s here as well, but the way they sat on my rig, it was a little bit uncomfortable. I will say, like, the brake on the P1000s feels better than the Simjacks. I actually prefer the accelerator pedal on the Simjacks. There's a bit of a mix and match in terms of preference. Fort King. Yeah, well, I need a rig. That's what I really need.
Time 202.42.
And definitely a direct drive. Oh my God, slow down, damn. Hey, I think the balance is okay, you know, even on the lower wing right now, so. Okay, I cannot do that technique in this car, bro. It doesn't work in this car. Yeah, but I can't wait to get a DD, to be honest, man, but got Christmas time, birthdays, 3 kids deep. Sometimes the other priorities have got to take, you know, take up the spot number 1, unfortunately. But we'll get there, bro. That says controller does the job. That thinks he's Gold Saw. Gold Saw, the number 1 controller racer in the world.
Lap 207.25.
All right, let's lock in for a lap. That was not a good turn 1. I didn't even lose that much time, bro. Over-rotate the car somehow. Okay. Right. What's very clear is I've got to get the nose in early. Late apexes are not working. That or I have to find a different TC, bro. Right.
Time 3.17.
They said the hospital number 2 just showed up. What do you mean, brother? I just need to make the car settle through that corner, man. Right, let's take a risk with the brake bias. Okay, this TC might be beneficial. Let's see.
That time was a 2:01.49.
Okay, turn 1 still rubbish. Wide again. Oh shit. Damn. I like the way 8 feels. I like the way 8 on the wing feels, bro.
Log building finished.
But unfortunately, keep on binning. What's the preload on? You know what? How about this? How about go down on the old preload, up 1 on the wing. It's maximum is 7. Then it goes soft. And 7 on this. Try that. 9. Up 1 on the wing. Let's see. Hopefully this is it. I'm not doing the dampers because it's not even showing up on my Motec, bro, which is just annoying.
Logging enabled.
Hopefully we are there. I think we can get this car into the 2 minutes if we can just figure out the weaknesses. Yeah, man, jump in, bro. With setups, yeah, setups are huge, bro. Setups are huge. There's a pretty big time difference, to be honest. Like, for instance, like yesterday, I don't know if you guys watched it, but BMS was on, Virtual Motorsport Series was on, and at Bahrain, at Qatar, they were doing 55s, mid 55s. And the other day, when that race was on, what was the fastest lap times they were doing in quali? High 56s or 57s or whatever. So there's a big time difference, bro, if you got a good setup. That's why the fixed setup races are so popular, because most people don't have a good setup. It depends what car you're in. When we did the when this race was on a couple of weeks ago, and with obviously in the daily races you're carrying much less fuel, and they were doing 2-minute laps with much less fuel. But this is Prentice time is with full fuel, you know. So depending on the track, there's probably up to like a second in it, depending on track. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to learn with setups on this, man, for sure. Okay, that turns in much better. It's crazy as well, like, on this game, like, cold tires is insane, bro. That's why a lot of the endurance races, it's going to depend on the track temperature to whether, you know, depending on what car you're going to pick. Because some cars are very good in hot conditions. Other cars are very good in the colder conditions, so. That was a decent turn one, to be fair. Oh shit. Yep. I had a feeling I broke too late. I'm not even braking late, I'm just braking late in this car, bro. Now where I've made the car a little bit more oversteering, I've got to be way more balanced in some of these corners. Like, I'm better off just braking early. But at least we was up in the lap time. Watch my DR. My DR is a silver 2. And TC, depends what you're comfortable with, man. Obviously, too much is going to cause your car to bog down, but if you can get the right combinations, then you should be okay. It's not one of those games where you have to be running 0 TC and stuff. It's awkward through there. Right, I can't do this without messing up this time. Yeah, you just got. It comes down to the combination, man. Like, even the fast guys, you don't see them running like low TC, you know. They run whatever allows them to get on the power without cutting in too much, but without being too difficult to keep the tires cool as well, you know. Felt like a decent turn 1, to be fair. Debris in the middle of the track. Oh my God. Well, considering I spun on these tires, I feel like this setup is probably a bit better. Yeah, Prentice flying with full pace, 2 minute 5. I don't even think he's got a proper setup on yet. That was rubbish. Yeah, I'm losing rear traction because I've been there, I think. Right. That spin we had earlier, I think it's cooked us.
Log building finished.
That's not bad, bro. We spun, we still only had 91. Crazy. The Merc is garbage. Well, Taha was pretty fast in the Merc, man. He was doing 2011's race pace, so he was pretty fast, man. TC slip should be 0. I've tried 0. Do you know what? I used to use 0 TC slip before the last update, but I just don't know if it works anymore, man. I mean, I can try it, but I stopped using it because I started making mistakes. Because I always used to use TC slip 0 on the BMW. I always used to use like 440 or 430. But then I realized on the exit of certain corners, once you start getting a bit of tire wear, the back end would just step out way too much, man. The Merc unstable on the braking. Nah, the Merc's a beast on the braking. Maybe if you're running 6 ABS, I don't know. Is the BMW worth buying the DLC? I mean, the DLC's worth it just in general, bro. I'll be real. Just to have all the tracks and stuff. The BMW's like a train. The BMW's good, but that's if we're talking about fixed setups and open setups, it's two different things, you know? BMW is particularly good in fixed on the majority of tracks. In open setup, it's definitely more of a mixture. Right, I feel like that setup is quicker. I can't see it. Let me see if my Motex let me see the Packers or not. It's very neutral on my let me check my ride height, bro. Dang, still too high. What? Look down on ride height. Let me try this, bro. Alright. Felt like the car felt decent, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Logging enabled.
I think supposedly the lower you go, the more oversteering it is, but I don't know sometimes, man. It's weird, bro. Sometimes it feels like the opposite. I can't even lie. So I just go with the feeling of the car. And again, I think it's different if you're running fix up. If it's fix up and the car's just oversteering a lot, then you can only really play around with the TC. But when you can put a setup on, it's a little bit different. You have a guide to creating custom setups. I don't really have a guide at the moment. I think I've got a basic setup video, I believe. I think I did make one anyway. Somewhere on the channel. Maybe a few months ago, I think. Oh shit, damn. So Motec was telling me that I've got way too much rake. What's the thing to unlock your potential in this game? Probably being good on the brakes, corner exit. Getting your corner exits right, man. This game's not like ACC. ACC was all about pretty much how late you could brake. Where this game is more dependent on getting good exits from the corners, you know? Which this will not be one. Nearly lost it. Alright, let's see if let's see if it does feel a little better. Yeah, for sure. Then getting the exits right is key, bro. And the way how you can really tell that is when you're battling someone. Hey, rear of the car's not ready yet. Let's drive 556. Look how much we just gained on that exit.
Time 203.40.
See, I had a small, I would say, moment, and it cost me over a tenth. And the brakes were shocking for the changes that I've made. Let's see if I can go more rear but on the brake bias now. You trying the AMG? All right, bro. What have I done to the braking? The braking feels awful. It might be them rear packers. Yeah, braking's awful right now. Whatever I've done, I've definitely furthered the braking distance. Now I've got oversteer on the exit. This is the normal layout, bro. It's funny because the faster you go, the more difficult the car gets to drive, you know? Like the faster the setup, the trickier it feels to drive.
Time 2:01.45.
Right, I need to put our sectors together, man. God. No, 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 no. Oh my God. Back end's all over. It depends how much understeer you're getting through the faster corners, bro. But one thing like I've noticed with this game, like I was saying before, is when you set your car up, like I can probably put the diff up and make it feel a lot better at the start of the stint, but once that tire wear kicks in, bro, and you start getting understeer, you just slow for the rest of the stint. So you basically have to like build the setup for what it's gonna be like with tire wear, you know? It's like slightly oversteer is not too bad. Anything to avoid understeer, bro. Bollocks. Alright, we've got an issue. We've definitely got an issue, bro. We've got an issue. It's okay.
Log building finished.
But it's just lacking. Right, whatever I did, bro, with the I don't know whether it was the Packers that caused that, but bro, the braking just got insanely difficult, man. I want to keep the rear stiff because I can get on the power, but a bit. I tried 10 wing before. It wasn't really doing much for me. I'm going to go up slowly on the preload, bro. Right. Hopefully taking the Packers away is put the braking back to normal, because that was awful. Should I soften the front a little bit? Let me see what the ride height's doing, bro. Yo, Zach, how you doing, man? And the Porsche's got good tire wear. Well, originally I had the diff a lot higher, to be honest, but I was struggling badly through the middle sector with the diff higher. So oh, you got the PC sorted out, man. It's about time, bro. Yeah, I tried the McLaren the other day. It was hard work. My normal settings for the Porsche, I would run 535 pretty much everywhere, but that's on fixed. But in fixed, most of the time, I'm running max wing, so it's pretty easy to get on the power. Now I'm running like 8.3. I'm only 2 clicks above minimum.
Locking enabled.
I feel like minimum's just like lower wing just feels faster to me. The thing is, like with high wing, it's way more comfortable to drive, like easy, but to do the lap times, you gotta be perfect every lap. I feel like I can make mistakes and still be within 2 tenths of the lap that I've already done. Whereas when I run high wing, just to match that, I've got to absolutely nail it, you know? This 8-hour race should be pretty interesting, man. It's a track where you should get a lot of overtaking as well. Oh shit. Oh, I've ruined these tires. Damn.
Log building finished.
Ruin those tires, brother. 94. Oh shit! Oh my god! I just pressed the preset setup by accident. Oh my god! I didn't even save that, bro. Didn't even save it. What setup was it again? Oh my god! Was it Silverstone? Oh, bro! Why did I just do that? Why did I just do that, bro? I did not even save any of that, by the way. Was it Interlagos or Silverstone that I used, bro? You put the diff to 200. Is this a verified thing that works, brother? Is this verified that works? So you've been getting quick times with this, yeah? The Porsche likes high diff. I don't really ever even use low TC on this game anymore, bro. I'll be real. I don't know what you're trying to tell me to do, brother. 440. That's not that low. What the hell did I just... Why did I just upload a default setup, bro? Oh. Damn. 6 of the 10th. What's the latest one I've done? Oh, why have I done this to myself, bro? This is the same setup, innit? 35's race pace was pretty fast in the Porsche. I feel like that was max wing. That was 535. Oh, that was 9.3. $7.4. Damn. Trade was on 160. Let me put this down. Right. I haven't used 440 in a long time, bro. This is actually going to kill me, this setup. I can tell. Might have to go put the rear springs down a little. This setup is for Interlagos as well, so we'll try it. We'll try it. I don't agree, but we'll try it. That's the thing. I'm not. A lot of these setups, we're doing them in Motec. We're not even doing them just by feel. You know what I mean? I'm doing them to how it comes out in Motec. So, like, for instance, I don't even want to be giving away too much secret sauce because it's not even mine to give away. But what a lot of people don't know is a lot of people mistake getting rotation and having rake and all these things. But when you actually look on Motec and see how much time you lose just by driving down the straight, just by having your ride height wrong, it's insane. That's why a lot of the time I try not to have too much rake, even though it feels better, but the longevity wise, bro, is not worth it. But that's why I always check, as one of the things that I check in Motec. I can't say too much because it's not my secrets to tell, bro. But if you ain't using Motec, brother, don't know what to tell you. But in terms of like race stints, like being fast through the whole race, it does make a little bit of difference towards the end of your stint, how fast you can be, man. I tell you that much. Like the drop off, or a good setup done in Motec, the drop off is a lot smaller. That's what I will say. Your lap time drop off is nowhere near as big as when you just do it by feel. Oops. So we'll try this.
Locking enabled.
I'm making the event. The event's already up. There's only 35 minutes to go. It's in the pinned in the chat, the lobby name and the password, bro. But I'm not making the event. The event's made by the game developers. I need to get these tires warm. Might need to soften the rear. Yeah, through this section, the balance is off. It's a little bit off.
That time was a 2:02.67.
Alright, let's see if I can nail this corner because it's a little bit trickier to get out of this corner. Bastard. I felt pretty good. If I could just fix the slight balance, should be decent. Yeah, I need to fix the rear just a little bit. We're getting a little bit too much sliding. Bastard. Why? Worst last corner ever.
Lap 2:01.4.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the rate down, I think. It's a little bit more reactive over curbs now when I accelerate, but it's gotta get good. Oh shit. Alright. Alright. It's definitely more pointy.
Log
We're
building
having
finished.
to hang on to it way more. Alright now. Alright. I'm gonna go down in the old rake a little. I feel like I don't even need that much spring rate on the rear right now. Just down to 10. I wish my new Motec worksheet would work, bro. God dang. How's it doing this to me? Oh my God, bro. My ride height is messed up to say the least. Jeez. Damn. Safe to say I'm not going to be overtaking anybody down the straight. Alright, let's see if my damper's still not working, bro. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna close Motec and open it again, bro. Bloody damper's not working. That's the only thing about the Porsche, bro. You're getting cooked in a straight. There's nothing you can do. Oh, I would at least like it to look better than that. Hold on. Ah, bro, what's going on? Why are my front dampers not showing up all of a sudden? What did I untick? Display. Bro, I have no idea why my dampers are not showing up. It's actually doing my head in. Oh my days. Oh no, man. I changed my motor and now it's cooked. Yeah, I expect to be able to defend my position just a little, bro. Because I'm not going high wing. I'm not doing it. I'm not going any higher than 9. I'm not doing it, brother. I've learned my lesson. Right. Actually, we'll go down to 7. Right. This is it, lads.
Locking enabled.
We're here. We're doing it. The thing is, I actually find the Porsche pretty fun to drive. Like, I like the driving experience of driving the Porsche, but like, you gotta be perfect, bro. We're probably not even taking a Porsche, but this is just for fun. Yeah, the Porsche is a car that's harder to race. Nice to drive, hard to race. My weak corner. Look at that Porsche trying to kill me. Yo, GT, how you doing, bro? No worries, mate. Right, tire's still cold. Oh my god, I got it stopped on lap 1. I never get it stopped on lap 1. Right, lads, what's our prediction for the Brazilian Grand Prix at the weekend? Predictions. I think it's a sprint weekend as well. Will Lando continue his fine form? Yeah, agreed. If it rains, Max Verstappen, comfortably. All right, let's take, personally, I feel like on the sprint weekends, I always feel like Max is pretty good. You know, like, because no one gets to set their car up properly. And I just believe, like, out of the box, he's the quickest anyway. So I always feel like in the sprint weekend, he normally does pretty well. And even last season when the Red Bull was struggling, they were pretty fast at Brazil in both the sprint and the race. So I might stick a cheeky tenner on Max, but who's finishing in front between Piastri and Norris is the question. I think Max will be good. What he really needs, he needs like the Mercedes or something to be good. Someone who can take points away from the McLarens, man. He'll win the whole thing. It's a tough arts, bro. But if he wins Brazil, it's on. Oh shit. The rear is still very loose on corner entry. Yeah, he did, but that was, although he was in great form, a lot of that had to do with the McLaren drivers not being very good in that period, you know? Bollocks. But Matt, he's got to be perfect. And I know the McLaren, around the last two tracks, I believe the McLaren is probably going to be the stronger car. So everything's going to have to go to plan, pretty much. And I think the main thing is that Max can't rely, he doesn't have a teammate that can get in the mix. He can't rely on Ferrari or Mercedes to be fast everywhere either, so he's literally got to do it all himself. It's going to be tough. But if we have one like really wet race, then he's got a good chance. Oh my God. Dang. All right, brother, look. I don't know about this 200
Block
diff,
building
mate.
finished.
I don't know. I'm gonna try something else because I just feel like struggling just a little bit to get on the power consistently. I'm gonna try my good old trusty 535, bro. Go down on this. What was default? We'll leave at 150. And we're gonna try that. Is Porsche OP on this track? I doubt it. There's a lot of straights, so I doubt it. You're probably looking at Lexus, Aston. Those sorts of cars are going to be fast. And again, as well, it's dependent on track temp as well. Yeah, if Max manages to win this championship, then if Max manages to win this championship, bro, I don't even know. I don't even know what you do as one of the other drivers. It's best you just pack it in, mate. Look, because look, even now, let's say if Lando or Piastri win this championship, they're already gonna go down as like, I don't know, Jack Villeneuve, Jenson Button type of champion where everyone knows, everyone knows you're not the best driver in the field. You had the best car. You're probably not even, I wouldn't say Lando or Piastri is even top 3 on the grid. Do you know what I mean? And it was the same when Villeneuve won the championship. It was the same when Button won the championship. Respect Button is better than Rosberg. They're one and the same to me. I guess you could say Button was better in the rain. I think Rosberg is probably slightly better in quali. But yeah, I think Rosberg and Button are closer in talent than Rosberg and Hamilton were. Everyone, to me, when people say that Rosberg was this great driver, I'm like, he was decent. Rosberg was never a great driver, bro. No one ever said Rosberg was like this top talent before he got in that Mercedes, you know what I mean? He was decent, but back then, there was only a few people that were talked about as like the next big thing. That was Hamilton, Kubica, and Hulkenberg. Back then, if you're talking about like 2010s and that, the next big things were the Vettels, Hamiltons, Hulkenberg, and Kubica. At that stage, that's who people used to say like, oh, these guys are super talented. Rosberg wasn't one of them. He was just like solid, you know what I mean? Button cooked in 2004. He was alright. Nothing special though. Like guys to me that were like super talented were like Kimi Räikkönen in his McLaren days. Like he was super talented, bro. I've never seen Button like one of those guys. Like outright raw pace, just insane. Button was just nice and consistent, solid. Nothing more. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not elite to me. I remember when Räikkönen was just a joke. But he peaked too early, bro. In 2005, bro, Raikkonen was the best driver on the grid, as far as I'm concerned. Like, so sometimes you get guys like Jack Villeneuve, Jenson Button, Nico Rosberg, Valtteri Bottas, who are the beneficiaries of a very good car with very little competition, bro. So like they get to rack up a lot of points and a lot of stats and stuff, but in terms of raw talent, they're not up there. Yeah, Kimi was so fast, bro. In 05, bro. I tell you, he was a good natural talent as well, but he just wasn't serious after a while. Montoya was rapid. Cheers, buddy. I remember watching Montoya before he came to F1, bro. This guy was destroying IndyCar. Like, it wasn't even close. Right, we're getting there with the setup, I think. The session's nearly over. At least the braking feels a lot better now. I would like to see those guys in F1 or in Europe. You know what I mean? And you see what they really got. Not the ideal turn one. I've seen too many guys who were average go to Indy and do well. Oh my God. Man said respect Marcus Ericsson, you know. Charles Leclerc put hands and feet all over Ericsson, bro. I used to watch IndyCar back in the day, back when the cars were just death traps, bro. No, 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 no. Oh, awful. I already messed up the next lap already.
Lap 2:01.94.
Three might be too low. That's better. Oh my God. It's quicker, but I'm oversteering at the wrong moments, bro. Getting oversteer at the wrong times. Yeah, I agree. Leclerc needs to get the hell out of Ferrari, bro. Ferrari have got the most talented drivers in history to achieve nothing. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, Raikkonen was lucky he even won a championship. If you're Leclerc, you gotta be trying to get that Aston Martin seat, man. Got to be.
That time was a
Last sector was well quicker.
1.41.
I made a mistake. No! Oh, that was good at least. That was good. Yeah, you probably just need a setup, man. That's it. Of course, I've messed the last corner up. Why would I not, huh? I'm gonna go faster, but of course I messed the last corner up.
Lap 2:01.25.
Rubbish. I was so nervous over that corner, bro. Ah, messed that up. Messed it up. Great. Now I want to nail the last corner, huh? Now I nailed the last corner. Man.
Time 2.
Bollocks.
1.47.
What's my optimal, bro? I did a 0.3 and a 0.2 in the last, and I messed up and did a 0.4 in the middle. Get the hell out of here. Our middle was so cheeks, bro. It's like 4 tenths off.
Log building finished.
Why am I slow in the sector when I'm supposed to be fast, bro? It makes no sense. That's it. That's it. Middle sector is absolute bin juice, bro. Does it allow to... I don't think you can do it solo. You have to be in a team, bro. Oh, that was a go setup. Okay. This middle sector is... It's just a problem. Just problematic. I don't know what it is. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that left, bro. That whole section, I've felt like it's a struggle. That whole section, I felt like the whole thing was a struggle, man. No worries, bro. I'll probably do something like this maybe every Monday, you know, until the race is here. See, the thing is with Ferrari, yeah, bro, I've been saying this for the longest time. There is no point. When I see people saying, oh, this is Charles Leclerc's car, he should, bro, Ferrari have not listened to drivers since Schumacher, bro. Schumacher was the last guy where they listened. They designed the car around his wants and needs, bro. The rest of these guys, they give you a car and then you just have to drive it, bro. That's it. If you look at like the last, let's say since Charles Leclerc's been in the team, bro, look how different the cars have been. All right, 2019 was all engine, no turning. Yeah, technically that's not really Charles Leclerc's type. He likes a car that's on the nose. So 2019, he just had to deal with what he was given. 2020, the car was just crap, so it didn't matter what the handling model was for that. 2021, slightly better than the year before, but still crap. 2022 was a car that Charles Leclerc liked, on the nose, and you could tell because Science was getting absolutely smashed. 2023, they made the car way more drivable for Science, and therefore Leclerc could not extract. The car wasn't on the nose. It was just like, it was just a car that was balanced, like in the middle, but it was just great at nothing. Good at nothing, not bad at nothing. It was just like bland, all right? 2024, again, to me, that was a car that was more understeery until they updated it near the end and then Charles could start extracting. So if you look at the cars they make, it's different all the time. And then this year, they changed the suspension, totally different car from what they had before. You know, so it's literally like, it's great. Did he beat him in 2021? I didn't know about 2021. That car was crap, but 2023, well, it didn't surprise me if he beat him, bro. Because that car was it was nothing like 2022. 2022 was the type of car that Charles liked, bro. You know what I mean? I swear it was 3-1. Why not 3-1 to Charles, bro? I'm pretty sure it was 3-1 over the 4 years. Wait, let's fact check this, brother. I'm pretty sure Charles beat him 3 times, bro. Let's have a look. Check it. You said check it. All right. Formula One. Let's go on the Formula One website. We're going. We need to go to not races. Yeah, let's go to the year. 2021 drivers. Shit. When did they start becoming teammates? It was 2021, right? Recording. All right, you lot can see this, right? Only season he got smoked in. You lot's description of smoked and my description of smoked is different, bro. I don't just look at the points because anything could happen in a race. A man retires, but he was 20 seconds down the road. There's not many races I remember where science is just 10, 15 seconds down the road on pure pace. There's not many races I can remember, bro. I'll be real. All right, what's this? 2021. Science, Leclerc. Science beat him 2021, all right? Yeah, 2022. Leclerc was second in the championship day. All right. 2023. 2023. Leclerc's ahead of Science, my brother. 2023, Leclerc's ahead of Science, Mike. I'll be real. But it's close. It's close enough. But Leclerc's ahead of him. But it was close enough on points. 2024, again, he beat him again, obviously. So, yeah. It's 3-1, bro. Can a miracle take Charles to Red Bull? I don't know. I don't know if you're Charles. Do you want to be going to Red Bull when they're about to switch engine supplier? I don't know. I don't know if that's the right move right now. You know? But look, Charles was third last year. You know what I mean? Wasn't even that, like, he was closer to Lando than Lando was to Max, and people were acting like Lando had a good shot at the title. But look, bottom line is, I feel like Charles has been punching above his weight for a long, long time, bro. Red Bull could collapse still. I can see it. 2019. Bro, Leclerc's been slapping teammates, bro. Let's have it right. let's have it right. Leclerc's actually been literally dismantling guys, brother. Yo, take care, Desmond, man. F1 is a very unfair sport. I mean, F1 is only fair to the guy that's winning. It's only fair to the guy that's got the car, bro. In the end, that's all that matters. But that's motorsport. As unfair as F1 is, could you imagine a time when F1 started having BOP and you make the best car and they just give your car pure weight and then you just can't win? Like what happens in WEC. There's a lot of stuff we complain about F1 for, but bro, when you look at some of the other sports, bro, it's crazy. Like WEC, sometimes you have the Toyota like 1.8 seconds off when you know they've literally got one of the best cars in the field, bro. Yeah, that's the problem with F1, but it's always been the same. It's always been the same, bro. The car dictates your career pretty much. If you're lucky enough to have an extended period in a good car, then, you know, you're going to have a pretty good career. I saw the craziest stat the other day that Valtteri Bottas was not even that far behind Fernando Alonso when it comes to total career points. And I'm thinking, wait, what? Hold on a second. Alonso has been around since when? 2001, 2002 or whatever. And Bottas isn't that far off of his points total. Crazy, bro. That stint Bottas had for Mercedes, bro, yo, man racked up the numbers. You know what I mean? He racked up the numbers, and you think, yo, Alonso is probably one of the most talented drivers in F1, like, that we've seen just in general. He's a very talented driver, bro. Valtteri Bottas is not that guy. But yet, the numbers would make it seem like Valtteri Bottas is like a top 10, top 15 all-timer. It's like, it's crazy, man. Your car takes a lot. But again, that's why for me, lads, like, I've always said this. I've always maintained this, bro. To me, it's not about what you do when you've got the best car, bro. It's about what you do when you don't have the best car. Like, how competitive you are. Like, how are you able to motivate yourself, your performances, your consistency. That, to me, like, for me, like, Michael Schumacher's season, like, 1997, didn't win the title, but everybody knows that the Williams was by far a faster car, bro. You know what I mean? Like, 98, we know that the McLaren was quicker, but he still made it a battle. That's what I like to see, bro. If you're a talented driver and you got the best car, it's not a surprise when you win the title. Bortoletto is good. I think it's like, in terms of like the minimum amount of talent, there's a lot of talent in terms like of like the bottom level drivers are decent in F1. Bro, yeah, that McLaren was insane. Bro, yo, I remember watching back then, just like, no point in watching this. They were just getting off, bro. You know what I mean? That McLaren was a joke. But I think Schumacher would have won it in 99 if he didn't break his leg, though. I'll be real. But he was still making a fight of it, though. That's my point. Yeah, by that time, Ferrari was strong enough to really compete, you know, and then it was just over. Matt said I was 3 years old. That's insane. I started watching F1 in 1994, bro. 1994, and in the beginning, I hated Schumacher with a passion. And that's because in the British media, they made it England versus Germany. And if you guys know, England versus Germany rivalry is always massive in this country because of the war and the football and stuff. 1 to 4. Boy, that's tough, bro. Max is still on his journey right now, so it's hard to say where it all ends up. Do you know what? It's weird, bro, because I feel like the newer generations, as they go on, they're naturally going to become better. It's just like, well, if you got kids, look how more technically advanced the kids are now compared to when we were 5. Like, my son's 3. This guy knows how to unlock an iPad. He can scroll through. He knows the apps. Like, he knows ABC 1, 2, 3. He can identify 5. Take away 3, like, he knows all these things that we were learning in primary school. So it's like they already mentally ahead of us. So I feel like naturally newer drivers are going to become better because they have the older drivers to learn of. If you actually look at Max has got literally a mix of everybody, bro. He's got the raw speed, he's good in the wet, he's got the Look, he's got the rough side of Senna. Senna, if he had to, would get elbows completely out, bro. He's got the consistency of Schumacher. He can hunt you down like how Lewis used to hunt people down. He can win from anywhere on the grid and come back, and he can look after tires. Like, he's got everything of everyone. He's even got like where he thinks about the race like Alonso does. And that's what I mean. Like, naturally, as it goes on in the future, you're going to get newer drivers that's going to come up, and they're going to be a mix of Max, Lewis, anyone who they've watched in the past. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I feel like it's very hard, because the eras are different, but that is the top 4 for sure. Michael was my favorite, can't lie. But I got a feeling when it's all said and done, Max is going to be the number 1, if I'm honest. I don't even... This is the thing, like... I feel like what people see with Max and they mistake it for pressure. That's not him under pressure, bro. He's doing it on purpose, bro. This is not under pressure is when you're fumbling and you're making a mistake. Max is not doing these things as a mistake. He's literally doing it on purpose, bro. It's not a mistake. You know what I mean? And I've always said the same thing. The reason why you see Max do that is because if you look at the championships that he's won, it's always the same scenario. It's always him getting hunted down and knowing that he does not have the car to compete on an equal footing, so he gets his elbows out. That's exactly what happens every time, bro. You know what I mean? If you look at the majority of 2021, when the cars were close in performance, 9 times out of 10, he would beat Lewis, bro. When it became clear the Mercedes were faster for the majority of the second half of the season, that's when he started to get real dirty. You know what I mean? That's the way I see his mentality. You know what I mean? Like, if he believes that the cars are close or even, in himself, I believe he trusts his talent to come out on top. When he feels like he's up against it and the guys in the other cars in a faster car, and even with his talent, there's nothing he can do, that's when he gets dirty. You know what I mean? That's what I see from Max when I see him racing, bro. And if you look at the majority of the other people, Schumacher did exactly the same thing, bro. When Schumacher knew that he never had the car, you saw what he did in 97, 1994. Schumacher did exactly the same. This is what I'm saying. Max has got all these traits of all these guys, bro. He's got the traits of everybody. Monaco in 06, exactly. You know what I mean? Senna against Prost, when he took him out into turn 1 at Suzuka, he's got all those sorts of traits. Not saying they're good traits, but he's got them. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like that's pressure. I just feel like when you believe that the guy has got a faster car than you, and there's nothing you can do about it, you gotta find unconventional ways to try and get a result. Look at Max last season at Mexico. That wasn't pressure. That was, all right, I can't beat Lando on pace, so I'm gonna make sure he does not win this race, bro. Whatever happens to me, as long as he doesn't win, that's what Max was thinking, bro. And it worked. Lando didn't win, didn't manage to take full advantage of Max's penalties and stuff. It's crazy. Man said they got good hearts. Yeah, but they need to get elbows out, man. They need to. No one don't want no soft champion, bro. Because look, these lot are going to win it. One of these lot wins the championship. And where are they ranked? They're still in nobody's top 10. You know what I mean? If Lando or Piastri wins this season, I still don't have any of them in the top 3. Like right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be, look at Marc Marquez, bro, for instance. Marc Marquez is ruthless. Even Valentino Rossi, he was ruthless when he needed to be, bro. But I don't quite get this this whole gentleman, like, bro, all the best champions have never been the extreme gentleman. Like, the only time you can be a gentleman is when you've got a big enough car advantage to where it doesn't matter. You don't have to push people off the track. You got the best car. Look how nice everybody thought Max was in 2023. Everyone thought Max had changed. He hadn't changed, mate. His car was just so fast. It was easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, Leclerc deserves a fast car at some stage. He deserves a championship winning car, bro. Leclerc's seen off a lot of drivers. Vettel, flipping Sainz. If Lewis gets smoked next season, then I feel like he's seen him off and all. He's seen off some top drivers, bro. Like, to me, Lando Norris and Piastri are Sainz level, which is good, but not outstanding. You know what I mean? I'm never going to look at this guy and feel like, yo, you are more talented than the rest of these guys, bro. Everyone got excited about Piastri earlier on in the season, and I was just looking at the race pace thinking, bro, this guy is still no quicker than Lando. Lando just bottles it in quali. But race pace, he was still no faster than... In fact, he's a little bit slower than Lando in race pace, bro, in clean air to this day. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand why people love Piastri so much, bro. I get it. He's a very vanilla sort of laid back individual. He's cool. But this love that people have for this guy, like, it's all sabotage the reason why he's not. It's like, bro, who do you think this guy is? Do you know what I mean? They're acting like Piastri not being on Lando's pace is something unheard of. It's not. It was fairly regular. Let's be honest. Last season, it was fairly regular. And even if you look at these last few races, in terms of the last few years, he's been poor at the end of the season, both 2023 and 2024, bro. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not like, I didn't get carried away with it. I thought, okay, he's having a good spell, but I've never thought that he was like by far and away a completely different level to Lando. He's not. You know what I mean? In fact, I think Lando's probably had more impressive drives than Piastri has, bro. Yeah, he's a little bit more cutthroat. Like, he's a better racer. I mean, he's a better racer than Lando, but on all-out pace, tire management, and stuff like that, is he better than Lando? I don't even know. I don't think in those aspects, I don't feel like he's better than Lando in those particular aspects. Racing wheel to wheel, I would say, yeah, he's better. But raw pace, which to me is probably your bread and butter, yeah, he has no advantages over Lando, in my opinion. He just doesn't bottle it as much until recently. Recently, you can say, yeah, he's looking a bit shaky, brother. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see, because, like, has he made the improvements of from last season? You know, that's gonna be the important thing. Has he made those improvements from last season? Because last season and the season before, his form at the end of the season, I know, brother, it's looking a bit sketchy. Look how much points he's lost in the last 6 races, bro. Like, he's got the same amount of points. Who was it that he had the same amount of points as in the last 6 races? Someone like he scored the same amount of points like Antonelli or something. It's like, bro, how? Everyone resets in 2026. Yeah. I've got, as I say, I think I told you guys, I feel like 2026, You might see Mercedes back at the top. I feel like Red Bull are going to fall behind. Red Bull will fall behind, in my opinion. Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Aston, and maybe even Williams, bro. I feel like Red Bull and Williams might be on the same footing, but that, bro, to have to develop your own engine, that's not looking good, brother. Yeah, these, bro, if they don't have an insanely dominant car, they will never win another title, bro. But I know that what's his name wants Max so badly, bro. Toto wants Max so bad. And look how long he took to sign Russell's contract, bro. It's like, and like you look at Russell's performance, it's kind of a no-brainer to give him a contract because he's done everything he's needed to do. I mean, to be honest, he could easily win. Like, if Mercedes come out with a banger engine, I think Russell could easily win a title. Easily. But for whatever reason, he just wants Max. I don't know. I feel like everyone knows, look, if your car's within a couple attempts, then I think Max will make the difference in it. That's what the overall feeling is. You got a 2/10 deficit, you get Max Verstappen, your cars are equal. That's what I think. But if Mercedes are so confident about the car that they've created, bro, why do they need Max? If they're talking the big game, if they're so confident with the car they've created for next year, then they shouldn't really need Max. You know what I mean? But I feel like because Max is like the next big thing after Lewis, it's like it's a statement signing. He's got the aura, he's got the fear factor. Do you know what I mean? So maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah, Aston with Honda, they should be pretty good, man. Yeah, Alpine have got a Merc engine as well, and they've been carrying a deficit in power for a long while, so even they could be pretty good. A lot of cars with a Mercedes engine, so if Mercedes get it right, we could be looking at 2014 all over again, bro. And I'm not just talking about with Mercedes dominance, I'm talking about with how shit the rest of the racing was. You know what I mean? Do you remember when all the cars that had a Mercedes engine were so much faster down the straights? You know what I mean? Like, bro, 2014 was diabolical, bro, if you didn't have a Mercedes engine. Force Indias were just turning up and driving past you, bro. Williams turning up, driving straight past you. Like, you were just cooked. Yuki goes Aston now. Get Yuki out, man. He's not cut out, bro. Like, there's no way Aston would replace Alonso with Yuki. Ain't a chance in the hell, bro. That is not elevating your team at all. Yeah, Yuki's he's like the bog standard driver, bro. Just nothing spectacular. I mean, nothing spectacular, bro. Just bog standard, average. At the beginning of the season, I said a long time ago, Red Bull should have got Hulkenberg, bro. Should have got Hulkenberg instead of Yuki. That's who I would have got. Now they're talking about, look, they're talking about putting Isaac Hadjar in the Red Bull. Too soon, bro. Too soon. Look, had a great start to the season, but recently Lawson has been pretty much on his pace now. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it'd be too soon to put him up against Max, man. and like end another career. He had a good start, no pressure, you know. But recently, the pace difference between him and Lawson there hasn't really been none. Yeah, I feel like it'll be too soon for Hajar, man. I seen that. That was crazy. If you got, bro, I see, like, back in the day, there was what country was it in? Was it in South Africa or something? There's a race, and Tom Price, if you've ever seen that crash, bro, gruesome. It's Checo. I believe Checo still did better than the rest of these guys. And Checo got smoked. But then they need experience, bro. Stop putting kids. Oh yeah, I guess Daniel. But at the time when Max went to Red Bull, that was still Daniel's team. You know what I mean? So it's different if Max went to Checo's team for the first couple of years. I'm sure Checo would have been decent, but Checo came into Max's team. So it was like, you know what I mean? When Max came into Daniel's team, it took him a while, but by the time it got to 2018, Daniel was getting smoked. Yeah, Honda need new representation, bro. Yuki's not that guy. It's going to be interesting to see Checo and Bottas, man. Because I've got a feeling Cadillac's going to be pretty crap. They're using, what, Ferrari engines? So... And this is the thing. This is why Mercedes have such a big advantage as well, because they got so much data to pour over for the engines, bro. Look how many teams have now got a Mercedes engine. This is exactly like how it was in 2014, bro. They had all the teams had Mercedes engine. They got all the data, and then they were just able to improve year upon year. If you look at Mercedes' advantage, bro, it carried them literally from 2014 all the way to 2021. Even in 2018 and 2019, when Ferrari had a rocket ship engine, we know they were cheating, bro. Without a shadow of a doubt, Ferrari were cheating. 2018, 2019, 110% fuel, oil burning, bro. As soon as they had to stop oil burning, look what happened to them. You know what I mean? In 2017, a Ferrari struggled to make an overtake on that Mercedes on track. There was a couple of times where Vettel overtook Bottas on track, but the car never had the speed in it. Look at Spa 2017. You know what I mean? I know Hamilton backed off a little bit in El Rouge to stop Vettel from getting a proper run, but even so, with the slipstream, he couldn't do nothing. 2018 absolutely blew past Lewis, bro. So I feel like 2018, 2019 Ferrari were cheating, and then once that engine got nerfed, yeah, they were cooked. But that Mercedes advantage, bro, it carried them for years. And they had all the data to pour over because everybody had a Mercedes engine. You got a good feeling Max takes the championship. Look, I'll say this, bro. If Max wins at Brazil, the sprint and the race, and one of those McLaren drivers doesn't come second, I think he wins. I think he wins it, bro. All right? If it's a wet race, treacherous, Max is going to win. And if those guys, look, if Lando and Piastri fumble one more time, bro, or if let's say this, if they get it to a stage where it doesn't matter what they do and Max can still win it, then I feel like their pressure's gonna start setting in on them. If they have a race where they don't finish like second, third, or whatever, or they're off the podium, I feel like they're gonna start crumbling, bro. You think Lando will fumble? I don't. Well, who knows, bro? Because Piastri's been fumbling recently. You know what I mean? Now Lando's got the lead and he's got something to lose. But like this, like for instance, right? This is why I don't see the McLaren drivers in a top tier light, because the moment, let's say, if they have to have a race like Max last year, you know, your quali messes up, you got to start near the back, and I don't see them coming through the pack, bro. I don't see them being able to do that, even when you know they've got a car advantage, bro. And that's one thing. Like when I look at like the elite drivers, like Hamilton, he's someone that he would come through the pack if he needed to. Max will come through the pack. I don't feel like Piastri and Norris can come through the pack and still have an effect on the race at the front. I've seen Max come through the pack when he didn't even have a dominant car. You know what I mean? Was it 2017, 2018 at Kota? He was already like coming through the pack. Or like what was that race? Was it Austria 20? What was that year? Austria 2019, where you got the terrible start, dropped back down to like 6th, 7th or whatever, comes back through the pack. I don't see that in Lando or Piastri, bro. Yeah, they're not scary enough, bro. I feel like Piastri's more of the person that will try and stick a move on someone, but yeah, I can't see them carving through the field like that, bro. Yeah, Kevin Magnussen's someone, he's got way more about him. Now, I don't know if he's on raw talent as good, but he's definitely got the elbows out mentality. I'm sending it. I'm coming through, you know? Yeah, he would have had to stay at McLaren for a long time, but he was getting slammed by Alonso, so it all depends on who you come in the sport with, how you perform, you know, how you look. Because look, I think Max beat Sainz in the championship when he came in, but Sainz didn't look bad. He still looked good. He still looked competitive, so it didn't negatively affect his career. You know, when Leclerc came in, absolutely slapped Ericsson, it affected his career because of how it looked. So, yeah, Van Dorn was a good driver, but, you know, it's timing, bro. Timing in F1 is everything, bro. Anyway, lads, look, it's like 5 to 11, and yeah, I got school runs in the morning, so I'm going to get off. I'm back on Wednesday. Some new dailies. Let's have a little look at the dailies first. For tomorrow, let's have a cheeky gander at the dailies, shall we? Where is it? Discord. Wrong screen, brother. Wrong screen. So Bahrain paddock, only the second time I think I've seen this. Le Mans Cup at Kota National. Oh, we're going for all the short tracks, huh? Sebring Sprint Trophy. And it's a interesting week. It's a lot of short tracks, man. Paddock. Interesting. I might take the Porsche for this, because this is looking like this might be acceleration dependent. This might be acceleration dependent, bro. I think, okay, this means the BMW is going to be strong, because this is fixed, and the BM's going to be strong, I think. Anything with good acceleration and straight line speed is probably going to be pretty strong around here. Kota National. I'm not a fan of Kota National, I can't lie. That's fixed as well. And the open setup is Sebring. It's that Sebring Sprint Oh no, it's a full Sebring. Okay, this might be alright. I haven't done Sebring in a little while. So maybe I'll make a setup. Who knows, bro? Lambo, yeah. Lambo could also be good. You see, bro, have you guys seen the Lambo straight line speed that Le Mans no chicane, bro? Bro, I was watching Luke Addison earlier, bro. I shit you not, bro. I seen my man catching at LMP3 down the straight, bro. Bro, like, what is wrong with the BOP on that track? I literally see the LMP3 drive past him on acceleration, bro. By the time we got to the end of the straight, man overtook the LMP3. I was like, huh? Like, what is that? Like, literally, it's like the car's in a completely different class to the other GT3s, man. They need to fix that. They need to fix that, because that's well out of order. Because you got literally no chance, bro. If you don't believe me, go back and watch Luke Addison's stream from earlier. Man was overtaking LMP3s down the straight. Bro, it's crazy, bro. And the GTEs were cool, but that BOP was butched on that for the most part, on fixed. The BOP was cooked. That Porsche was faster everywhere, bro. And it like had the best tire wear by a mile. The Ferrari used to absolutely kill his tires, man. Get a fast time out of it, but tire wear was terrible. But yeah, anyway, guys, listen, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go and chill out, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday. So take care and all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in a bit, man. Peace.